Good morning, Mamie. How is my sound? Let me know if you can hear me. Sound is good. All right, cool. Cindy says she can hear me. Do I sound like my voice is too far away or is the audio good? Because I had a little bit of an issue earlier with the audio. So I just want to make sure that that is okay. And let's see if we can share this video. If you want to copy the link, feel free. See if this will work. Hmm. I'm not sure. Let's see. Four people are watching. Good morning to Mamie. Okay, audio is good. Okay, so I'm a little bit early because I want to make sure that this is working, right? And what I plan to do is pass out biscuits. What I really plan to do is uh not answer any type of questions or comments or pay attention to any of that stuff on Facebook. So I am only focused on YouTube. Let's make sure that. Okay, first I'm gonna go get some dogs and biscuits. I've got a new camera angle, as you can see. We should have closed captions on, right? So that should be happening. And we're gonna wait a little bit to see if everyone will get here. So we've got the color along book today. We're working on bolding with markers. And this is the page we're working on. I shared my page and to Marianne's group. All right, cool. Thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate it. Cindy, can you share it to the Just Color group? Can I trouble you for that? Let me go get some biscuits for my friends here. Thank you, Cindy. So I have my gel pens with me today also. I have my new Just Create gel pens with me. And I want to show everybody everything that I'm working on since we've been on color long break. So I'm working on a lot of different things since we have been on since we met last. So I have some things I want to show you, want to talk about with you. Talk about with you. Talk about with you, right? Hey Alice, what's going on, my friend? I'm gonna get a piece of paper to stick underneath here. What do you think of my new camera angle, Alice? Isn't this better than the last time? The last one? I made some changes. Couldn't get my laptop to work, which is what I usually stream from, which was weird. So I'm streaming a different way now, since we moved over to YouTube. I'm actually streaming through Zoom, believe it or not. And I didn't know that I could get this to happen, but I guess I figured it out. So, um, a lot of changes, I guess. Let's see. I wanted to put some information in the comments here, but I don't know if I can. I'll wait till the end and I'll add information in the comments. Um, so we've got 5 people watching. So again, today we're coloring from the new color along book, which is volume 3. And hey, you guys, of course the dogs are with me. It looks better, right? The camera angle looks better. Hey, Grace. So we're coloring from this book, and today we're going to work on bolding with markers. And I'm going to be using um my like hodgepodge uh container of markers. It's got Bic Intensity, midliners, Faber-Castell, grips and duo tips, some Crayola super tips. So I'll be using a bunch of those. So um so that's what's going on. So I want to also talk to you about what's happening with what's coming up, because I've done a lot of things since we took a break, and well, camp is happening in May. So I wanted to talk to you about coloring camp coming up in May. So we're going to be meeting for the entire month of May once again, and we'll meet on Wednesdays for a live color along. And I have we'll have a weekly giveaway, and we're also going to have I think I don't know, yeah, I guess I should do it. Just kind of like a grand prize giveaway, which will have a whole bunch of stuff. Like coloring supplies, just a big box of stuff. I haven't put it together yet, except in my head. So, oh, so that's what's happening with coloring camp. And then the other thing that's going on is I have my new Cubism book that came out. And this has been amazing watching everybody color from this book. I'll tell you. Let me know in the comments if you have this book. I wish I knew who had it. Like I don't wish I knew who bought something from Amazon. It's by constant request, I guess, right? But this book is fun, and take a look at what's inside it. At the back of the book, there's some examples of Cubist paintings by different artists to kind of give you a little bit of a hello, Pam. How are you, my friend? Kind of give you a little bit about Cubism. And then this book also features all of the pages in the book. Where are they? Colored. So you can kind of say, oh, well, I think I'm going to color this page right here with this woman, and what color should I use? And it kind of gives you some examples. So I did that. That was different. What do you think about that? I thought it was a good way to do a book. So that's the Cubism coloring book, again, available on Amazon and available in my Etsy shop. And then Art Through the Ages is out, and this is the hardcover copy, actually. And this book is available in a hardcover copy on Amazon and a paperback on Amazon. It's also available in my Etsy shop as hardcover and as a signed copy. So I actually just shipped a couple out yesterday of signed copies. And this is a little bit of a different book. And a couple of people had to ask me a bunch of questions about it. And I hope I'm explaining it properly. Basically, here's the concept of this book, is that you take a look at this book. It has 10 different artists. This is volume 1, so there'll be more volumes. Take a look at the book. For example, it's laid out like this. We've got a couple of pages here on artist Paul Cézanne. The book is not drawn as a coloring book further back in the book in the style of those artists. It is drawn in my style. And then the whole point of this book is to learn about these 10 different artists and about a couple of their paintings, and then take what you've learned, maybe just kind of like the colors you've learned. Do we have a glare on the screen? Maybe a little bit, huh? The colors that you've taken a look at, for example, in the Cézanne painting, Still Life with Apples. Maybe I'm going to color it in those colors, or maybe in that, maybe to make it mimic that type of thing, right? And then a suggested color palette. So there's 10 different artists in this book. And I'm excited about this book because I have 3 more volumes that I'm working on. And Gustav Klimt, Henry Matisse. Pam says, rough couple of days. Hubby came down with a stomach virus at 3:30 a.m. yesterday. Oh, Pam, it's been in my house the past week. Let's put it that way. Started out with a very, very bad headache. Thank you, Pam. Pam says that book is fantastic. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, so this book has these 10 artists, and then the next volume will have another 10, and then another 10. I'm keeping it limited to 10 per book. And then it has 30 coloring pages as we move on. And big shout out to Debbie Long and to Lynn Miller. I don't know if they're watching today, for coloring some of the 2 of the the images on the cover. It's got different coloring pages in the back of the book, and there's a full page, a page with 3, and let me start from the beginning here. Hold on a second. Where was I? I got lost. There's a page with 3, 2, and then 1 at the bottom, a full page, 3, a full page. It goes like that. And then there's some of these other pages thrown in. Where is it? Look at how many there are of these, like this. Okay. So that's what's happening with Art for the Age. So that's what I've been working on. I've been working on that book. I've been working on, well, the Cubism book got released, the Camp book got released. And then I have been working on well, I've still been painting, right? What else have I been doing? I've been working on I started a needle felting book, actually. Needle felting step by step. So we're gonna get started with this. Thank you, Pam. Hey, Sandra. Take over. What are we talking about? So we're going to start with this. We're going to start out with the bolding technique. And I think that we've done this several times, right? And the first thing we're going to do is start out with I'm going to bold it, right? Bold the edges. I'm going to color this guy. I don't know why I picked this Boo guy for the first page, but why not? So I'm going over the black lines. Then I'm going to color on the inside of it. Now, you can either color the inside of it or no idea where takeover came from. Ironic that the phrase take over took over. Isn't it, Sandra? How odd. You can either color the inside with another shade of that color or totally color it completely. I'm going to go with totally color completely and go with the yellow on the inside of this. So we're basically making a bold line on top of the black lines. So I already told you what I've been doing for the past month. And then I don't even know what else. Oh, I've been working with my little puppy Grace, who's been growing like a weed. And I don't know. It was a refreshing break, but man, I missed everybody so much. And it was so sweet how everybody was so many people made comments saying that I just have been, that they've missed this. So thank you. I appreciate it so much. Hey, Donna Grabowski. Donna says, good morning with her icon of the sun. I got Cubism, Art Through the Ages, and this book. Haven't had a chance to color. Kitchen remodel is still going on. Oh, my goodness. You are excused, my friend. Let's give him some purple pants because why not? He's Frankenstein. So there's my purple pants. And I'm going to color the inside of his pants with pink. Grace is doing really well. She is learning everything. She's 5.5 months now. She was 5 months on March 18th. So I can't believe that she's already 5 months. And she knows all different things. She knows how to sit. She knows how to give her paw. She goes in her crate without a treat. Just say, go in your crate. She goes in her crate, which I'm wondering if she's going to get up and go do that right now if I'm saying it. What else does she do? She had some trouble. Here she is. She had some trouble like going up a flight of stairs, but now she goes up a flight of stairs. But I'm not letting her go down the stairs. So I was carrying her down the stairs. And then I said, I can't do that anymore. I can't be carrying her down these stairs. She's too heavy. So she's probably about, oh my goodness, let me see. The last time I weighed her, we do a weigh-in every Monday. She weighs 35 pounds now, I think. 35, I think. And so this is what we do now to go down the stairs. I have one of those chair lifts that go up the flight up to the second floor on the stairs. You know, those, like it's a chair and you just ride it up. My mom uses it. I don't use it very often at all. I use it to like transport stuff sometimes. So I taught her how to sit on my lap and to go while I'm sitting on the chair. and we go down the stairs while she's in my lap. So, because I don't feel like my house is an old house. The stairs are steep, and I just feel like it's just too steep for her to be going down those stairs. I don't want her to hurt herself, but she's great about it. She just gets on my lap, sits there, and we go down the stairs. So she's still I have to pick her up to put her in my lap, but that's what we've been doing. So it's been fun. She's a lot of fun. Hey, Marianne, good to see you, my friend. Um, we're having a little bit of trouble walking on a leash. So I don't know what happened. Oh, Debbie, she rides it. Yes. She sits on my lap, him. I gotta take a video of her actually doing it, and I can show it to you. Um, these stairs are steep. Like, this is an old house. It's 100 years old. And a matter of fact, I mean, I'm used to them. My mom's used to them. Like, we're used to them because we live here. But even my sisters will come over and they're like, these are really steep. Like, I don't know. It's just some old houses around here, just like the stairs are very, very steep. But I don't want her running down those stairs because I don't want her to do anything to her legs. So she just sits on my lap and I just tell her to hang on, and I wrap my arms around her, and there we go. She presses a little butt, leans into me, and we go down the stairs. So she does like weird stuff like that. Yes. Hey, Debbie, nothing beats that video I put on my Facebook page this morning. You commented on it. And then I had to delete it because well, I didn't do it deleted. Yeah, I didn't delete it, it deleted. I was trying to comment on it and it deleted. But anyway, I gotta find that again. This woman had 6 poodles, with a 6 or 5 poodles, and she had them sitting on her bed. I mean, I wouldn't take it that far, Debbie. That was a little like a stretch. Um, and they're all dressed up and she's reading books to them. And those dogs are all named um like, I guess, all the ingredients of a margarita. She's got one named tequila, one other one named salt, margarita. I don't know if there's one named lime. I think there's one named tequila. So, too funny. I would like to get them all all the dogs to sit at the table. You know that video that comes out? That was so cute, wasn't it? And on her Instagram page, she's got tons of them, tons of those videos that she does with them. And then she's dressed up in like weird costume. I'm not going to go that far, Debbie. Debbie, your books are arriving today, by the way. So you know what I have with me? I have my gel pens. Have everybody seen these? I have my Just Create gel pens. It's a 10 pack, and I'm gonna give an example of my pack that I've been using. I'll show you what happens with them. Maybe we could do a bolding thing with them. But it's a 10 pack. These are available in my Etsy shop, and they're available either as the pack itself, or you could get them you could buy them with a 30 pack of coloring pages. But I love them, love them. And Cindy said that she loved them too, and they were the best gel pens. And if you notice the names on them, I have one of them named Orange. So let's see what we can do with these. It's a 0.5 millimeter tip. That was actually Grace's paw. And they don't get clogged. I mean, I really think the days are over for me to complain about my gel pens. I feel like I've been working on one of the pages in the 30 pack of pages that you can get with the pens. Grace sounds like she's getting herself into trouble. Grace, what are you doing over there? Come here. You want to come over here and sit with us? Sometimes when I paint, she sits on a chair next to me. Can you get up in that chair? Come on. Come up here with me. You're already behind? And you know what? My hand is killing me today. I don't know. I keep like I don't know. Let's hope I can make it through this page. Feels very like, when your hand feels like it's in a cramp. Now, the other part about bolding, I always wonder, is it something that you want to do the whole page, or is it something that you want to just kind of use as an accent? I mean, I guess it depends what kind of mood you're in, right? As far as like where you want to put the colors. So for this one, I'm going to use a little bit of a lavender. I don't really have anything in too much of an organization with my pens today. I'm going to use this one, this midliner. So is everybody ready for the eclipse, the solar eclipse? I was going to go to the local library having a an eclipse party, and I thought it was kind of funny that they were having this party because they're having it indoors, and they have like a huge skylight, and you can go up on the second floor and you can watch from the skylight. But and they're giving out free glasses. But then I decided that you know what, I think I want to stay home. I don't want to go and be with all these people in the world. So I'm in like 90%, I believe. 90% or 91.9, excuse me. We're 91.9%. So I'll be watching it. I have my eclipse glasses. Hey, Sally, let's give this background behind all of this golden yellow color. Almost looks like orange when it hits the page. Grace, do you have to go outside? I have to let her out. Hang on 1 second. Will you be able to get more colors gel pens? I'm gonna try. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping I'm trying to working on getting a 24 pack, but I'm also, hey Dawn, I'm also working on highlighters and pencils, colored pencils. You're at 98%, Cindy? Yeah, that's I mean, Dawn, I think Dawn, you're in 100% totality. I mean, 91.9 is pretty cool, right? Hang on, I just have to let Grace out. Come on, you have to go outside? Okay, sorry about that. 100% as long as it is not too cloudy. Yeah, exactly, right? Um, hey, how about the earthquake? I mean, did anybody else feel the earthquake? We felt it here. And right before it happened here in the Northeast, right before that earthquake happened. I'm in Rhode Island, Sally. You're in Texas. What part are you in? Are you going to be watching the eclipse? What part of Texas are you in, Sally? Um, right before that earthquake happened, I was waiting for a DoorDash order from the supermarket, and the DoorDash driver called me, which honestly I don't really like when they do. But just leave it on the front porch. Why are you calling me? Anyway, um, the call got disconnected like immediately. Then she called me again and it got disconnected. Finally, I just went to the front door and I opened the door. I said, it just keeps getting disconnected. I'm not really sure why. And then she brought my food in. So, yeah, very strange, right? It was definitely a rattle. You didn't feel anything? I did it come up as far as you though, Dawn? I mean, with the epicenter was in New Jersey, which according to the newspaper this morning, I didn't realize that New Jersey, where the epicenter was, epicenter. Am I saying it right? The epicenter is 270 miles. We won't get much of the eclipse, says Sally. Another way to watch what, Sandra? So let me tell you, I couldn't even believe it. And I guess there was another one, an aftershock later, like around 6 o'clock at night here last night. But I didn't feel that at all. So I guess it's just, but people really made a big deal about it. Pam says, I'm in Delaware. I was driving, so I don't know if I felt it. I ran over a curb yesterday and I felt that. One time, I think I was telling somebody about this. One time I was stepping off, coming out of the dollar store, and I was stepping off the curb. And as I'm looking down, all of a sudden the fire lane, the yellow lines from the fire lane and the yellow curb got kind of wiggly. And I thought I was like having some sort of neurological issue happening. And that afternoon, I happened to have a doctor's appointment, and I was telling him about it. I'm like, I don't know, something happened when I stepped off his curb, and he said that was an earthquake. There's nothing wrong with you. We were having an earthquake, and I had no idea we were having an earthquake. So anyway, that was kind of funny that there was an earthquake happening, and I didn't even know. But I was like just stepping right off that curb, and then poof. Oh, not used to chat on YouTube. Well, the picture is crisper, don't you think, Sandra? All right, let's do this green right here. I'm not used to coloring. I feel like I haven't done a color along in, how do they say it? In a minute. I'm just laughing at myself. All right, let's color the inside of this with some blue. I actually am able to um share my screen for different things. Like I could actually now flip the camera for different things, share a screen rather than like if I wanted to show you something. Um, I don't have anything to show you right now, but if say I had something to show you, I could flip it and I could show it to you. So that's going on. That's happening with that. Let's use some red for this one. What are you doing over there, Grace? Come here, honey. Come here. Come up here. Come on. You can come up here with me. I'm gonna do this section right here. Oh, I know the other thing I worked on. I actually did it the past couple of days. A friend of mine is a dog officer, and they have a dog at their like at the shelter. It's a comfort dog, and I did a coloring book for them, so that was kind of cool. 88.4% in Donna's neck of the woods. Well, that's good enough, right? Are you going to be out there with your spectacles? A lot of people are not planning on even being part of it. I mean, I've asked a couple of people, are you going to watch it? And maybe I should clarify that when I say, are you going to watch it? Are you at least going to experience like I don't know, the temperature dropping? I have a lot of tractor trailers going by, and I live near a quarry where they dig and blast sometimes. This is Dawn saying this. Oh, so maybe you didn't know that you felt it, right? Could be. It could have happened that way. All right, so I'm just going to color all of these spaces in here, all different colors. I'm going to start out with this pink color, and I bolded it with red. I don't know what Grace is doing, playing with something. This is a cool color. This is like a pinkish salmon, actually. It's kind of like a salmon color. If you find your glasses, I actually had to order, I ordered glasses and the cheapest pack was actually a 12 pack. So I have a 12 pack for a party of one. Maybe I'll take a picture of the dogs wearing them and we'll all, I'm not going to let them look at it, obviously, but we'll have to have our own little, solar eclipse party. Let's see. Let's do some green in the middles of this one. A little bit of green. I love these midliner pens. Grace is zooming around. Where is Scarlett? Scarlett is hanging out on the chair, watching Grace zip around the house. Scarlett has become very quiet lately. She wasn't feeling good last week. And then I had to take her to the vet on Friday for rabies vaccine. So that was a pain in the neck. She hates the vet. She like keeps going in. Look at this. This color is similar to that. All right, let's see what else we've got for a color. Let's use some purple. Scarlett's getting annoyed with Grace. Sometimes she plays a little too rough with her, but she's just watching her. Oh my goodness. Did you ever notice that the dogs always make the most noise when you're on the phone? The other day I was on the phone with making a doctor's appointment and all of a sudden everything just went nuts. We got to get her to stop doing that Grace dog. Hey, Grace, come here. Let me see what I have for you. Come here. Come here. I'll show you. Come here. Stay here. We'll do this one with some orange. So there was something just like kids, right, Dawn? You're right. Come here. Come here. I'll throw you the chicken. Here. Go ahead. Go get it. That's her toy. She's off on her off with the toy. Here's a nice little orange highlighter. So what are we thinking so far about this YouTube? I guess we're good, right? It seems like the camera's better. It seems like the sound is better, although I can only hear myself talking right now. I don't have the microphone on. I don't have the sound up on actual YouTube, because then I would be an echo. But so far I like it from you know, the filming part of it, the technology part of it. I'm just putting this Crayola. What do you call these anyway? These Crayolas, the big ones. I don't know what those are called. Do you know what those are called, Marianne? That wide tip marker? I don't know. So what do you think about this? Is anybody else getting sick of the rain yet or what? I am. I'm getting really sick of it. Thank you, Marianne. That's very sweet of you to say, since you're saying that as they were making a ton of noise. All right, this is a midliner blue color. I don't even know if these have actual names of colors. But I'm going to make the bold line after I color this area right here. And I'm just kind of like, just diving in and grabbing colors. No thought, no plan, no ahead of time. Not worried about like how good it looks as far as like my coloring skill, that type of thing, It is dry and sunny here today. Yeah, it's the same here today, Dawn. But oddly, it says it's supposed to rain. So I don't really know what's going on. I am sick of the rain too. The rain, the wind, oh, mud. I hear you on that. Mud is no picnic. I bought these like pop-up canopies type thing to put on my deck. And all I need is like assistance from just like one person to just kind of like, assist me basically to put it up. And hopefully that is happening tomorrow. I hope. I don't know. It's a pain in the neck. So I'm hoping that this will solve my problem of number one, water seeping into my basement, and number two, um, my dogs. Doing art projects with kids inside. I hate rain. Yeah, isn't it awful, Marianne? So did you feel the earthquake yesterday, Marianne? So let's see what else is coming up. So we've got camp coming up in May, right? So here's our first month back with this color alongs. And then we've got camp coming up for the month of May. Um, there was a couple of people that I wasn't sure if they actually signed up for camp. That I don't know if I maybe Hickstead, my friend. Did you sign up for camp, or did you send me a message that you did, or that you were going to, that you did? If you did, I didn't add you to the group. Anyway, that's what's happening with camp. And then in June, I have another Just Create Art Retreat coming up. And we're working on a few different projects for that one. We're working on um, pressed flower lanterns, and we're working on wooden birdhouses, magnets, and wood slice coasters. And that is happening in June. We meet on Thursdays. Is it Thursdays, I believe? I'm afraid I'm tired of rain. We'll take that any day over tornadoes or earthquakes. Oh, good point, Mamie. My heart goes out to everyone affected by them. We have been blessed so far, but the bad storms have gone around. I know. The earthquakes, the tornadoes. I mean, people make such a big deal about it when there's an earthquake. Like, oh wow, did you feel it? Because it's like, you know what? People love bad weather, don't you think? They like to talk about it until they're in it, right? They like to spread the news and share the pictures unless it's happening to them. And then they're like, whoa, wait a minute. You have the May camp book, Donna? Donna, Donna, Donna. Do I have you on the list? Donna, Donna, Donna. Did I add you to the group? I better write myself a note. Marianne says, not me. Oh, all right, Mamie. I thought you already did and I forgot or something. I'm sorry. No pressure, girl. Not me. My daughter in her classroom, whole room shook thought the air conditioner was going to fall from the third graders special. Wow. That's crazy, right? Donna, I'll add you to the camp group. I'm writing myself a note. Hey, we may as well use this green while we're here. So I just started reading this or listening to this new book on Audible called The Housemaid. Has anyone read this book? Very good. I just finished listening to A Good Life by the Pope. You know, I don't really think that it was anything too religious, but it's a very good book about, I mean, it was a good book to listen to. Of course, my dogs always listen to an Audible book, so it's my main reason for an Audible book. The reason I keep my Audible membership is so the dogs can listen to an audio book. Oh my goodness. I honestly don't know if you had the last 3 weeks have been crazy. Well, you know what we're going to do, Donna? We're all going to come over to your house once the kitchen is done so that we can celebrate. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. It looks like Grace is telling me, hey, 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 I need to use the facilities. Do you need to use the dog facilities, Grace? She does. Housemaid is a great book. Both 2 and 3 is coming out soon. Yeah, so far I'm listening to an audio. Did you read the book by the Pope, Cindy? That is a really, really good book. Come on, Grace, let's go. You know, at first when I started listening to it, I wasn't sure the housemaid one, right? I wasn't sure if I liked this woman's voice. I'd rather listen to it. I started it last night while I was repairing a dog bed and sewing it. But what was the other one that was really good that I had read? Um, Verity. Was it Verity that I had or I listened to? I'm not going to say read, but I listened to it. You consider listening to a book, reading a book, I guess, right? By Colleen Hoover, I think her name is. The other book too was that I had listened to was this book by Catherine May, um, called Wintering, and I'm actually in the process of listening to another one by her called Enchantment. But then I zipped over, tried to finish the one by the Pope, and then a friend of mine had recommended The Housemaid. I thought that the other books were already out. Which one, Pam? Which one haven't you read? And I've been trying to watch that Netflix series. Not Netflix. Is it Netflix or Peacock? Apples Never Fall, and all it does is put me to sleep. It's tough to find something to watch on TV, isn't it? Yeah, Verity was very good, wasn't it? It was very. I love a twisted story, Cindy. You know, don't you love a twisted story like that? I like a Netflix, like a TV series that's a twist too. There was a couple of them that were really like, such a twist of things that makes you clutch your pearls and say, "Whoo!" Dining room table in the living room says Donna. Fridge too. Cats just hadn't jumped on top of it. No, did not until last night. No, did not on it till not. I don't know what that says. Something about last night. All I could see is him jumping onto the TV and it shattering. Oh brother. Oh brother. Right? Okay, we've got this part here and I've got this part up here. And I am going to add a light green in the bottom. And let's see if I have a different light green. I'll use this one, this midliner that I love. Have I colored super fast today? Maybe. Maybe I should read the book Apples Never Fall. The the show is putting me to sleep. I don't know what it is. I think that I'm confused when they're flipping back and forth. I'm gonna turn this around, by the way. Um, I think that when I'm watching something, when they're flipping back and forth, I start to get like too much concentration. I'm having a tough time with that show. I'm thinking that I need to not watch it. There was another one that did that to me. Was it Bridgerton, maybe? I don't know. With such critics. Supposed to say Bo jumped up. Yeah, I didn't understand all that, Donna. I was lost. I felt like I was having some sort of brain issue happening there. I'm reading Donna's comment and I'm thinking to myself, what the heck am I even reading? I don't even know what the heck I'm saying. It's like I'm trying to say the word elephant and it's coming out as like fat. Just really like throw a wrench into my day and just type something in gibberish and see if I can read it back. Right? See if I can read it back. And then we'll know. I'm gonna put a brown in the middle of his neck because he looks like he needs to have like some sort of brownness in him, and I'm gonna add a button on his shirt. And he's done, this dude, Mr. Frankenstein. I did like Bridgerton after I finally got like the hang of it. After I finally like got the hang of Bridgerton. You know, I don't know. For all mankind. What is that? I have Apple. Oh, that was the other thing that happened to me while I was on my color lung break. I had to buy a new computer. So that was fun. But it worked out better. So now my computer just was not working out well. So I had to buy a new computer and it actually came with a free subscription to Apple. Hey, Lynn Miller, I didn't like the book Apples Never Fall, and I did like the show. Yeah, you're the one who turned me on to watching, who gave me the idea to watch, what do you call it? Apples Never Fall. But I can't get through it. Just cannot get through it. I don't know. Maybe it's just something I am stuck on YouTube videos or something. What I do want to do while we're here today is go for a little bit of a flip through of this book after we colored this page. And maybe I should put the date on this, right? Did we put the date on this page? I don't know. I suppose we'll put April 6th because that is the date. Um, so this book has different pages that are um Debbie says, I turned this guy into a girl with hair and changed Boo into book. Oh, Palm Springs, really? Okay, I'll try that one. For all mankind. I'm gonna write that down too in my different type of, let me see. Um, for all mankind and Palm Springs. Isn't it amazing the ideas that you get when we're all together? I mean, different things to watch on TV, what to cook, what to eat, right? All these crazy things. Today, actually, I am trying my Instapot for the very, very first time ever. So I'm not sure if I should wear a helmet because it's a pressure cooker style thing, or if I should just, you know, trust the process and that it will just do it. But this thing has been sitting in my basement for probably 3 years, brand new in the box. And I decided that I would try it. When I'm not doing it because I'm on a like not use the oven or short on time, just basically want to have it be more of a tender style type of piece of chicken. You're listening to Verity now. That's a good book. A very good book. All right. So the next time we meet, we're going to be working on this one. We're calling this one the Donna. And this is a grayscale one. I don't know if the captions are blocking what the bottom says here. But what we're going to do is color this in the same style that Donna would color it in when she colors grayscale. And by that, I mean and I'll give you like a thing about it here. We're going to take a look at the grays that are here. So when Donna colors a page like this, she takes a look at take a look at this rose, and she goes by the shapes of the grays and colors them different colors. So we're going to be working on that. Then the next week, we're working on shading with colored pencils from this book, from my gnome gathering book. Remember we did this, I drew this live. This book is terrible on Amazon, by the way. I've had a lot of bad reviews about this book. I don't know why, but I have. Then we're going to be working on the Alice Journey Window mixed media technique. And I don't know how to explain it. I just know how to do it. And I'm eager for that one. Then we are going to work on blending two colors with colored pencils, impressionism with crayons, sepia with marker. We've never done sepia with marker. We've only done sepia with colored pencils, right? Something like that. Monochromatic with mixed media, shading with watercolor pencils. I don't think we've even done shading with watercolor pencils either. Then grayscale with colored pencils, one of my favorite pages. Textures with oil pastels. Neutral colors with watercolor pencils. Stained glass with markers. I don't think we've ever done stained glass with markers. Have we? I don't think so. Tie dye with brush markers. This one is a new one, meditating with the mandala. We're going to color this mandala. We're going to talk about how mandalas are used as a meditation process or tool. Then we're going to go on to the Debbie, stitched with white pen. And if you've seen Debbie Long's colorings, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Donna says about NASA and the astronaut program begins in 1969 when Soviet cosmonaut lands in the moon. The whole space race to Mars goes through the 2000s. I don't understand what that has to do with anything. What are we talking about? Does that have to do with the TV show? Oh, for all mankind. See? Are you trying to confuse me now? Are you trying to play a trick on me, Donna? Then the Marianne markers and props. And every time I see Marianne color a page, not only are they awesome, but she always uses props. So we're going to work on that part. And then calico patterns with fine tip markers. This is totally new. Oh, I can't wait to see them drawn. This one is using the color wheel, mixed media, shading with chalk pastels, and 5 techniques with mixed media. We'll take different sections of this page. Colorless blender with colored pencils, warm colors with crayons, pointillism with markers. Oh, I thought you were working on and then this is the second set of pages for the book. Lynn, I thought you meant you were working on blissful butterflies. It's okay if you're slow typing. I was just thinking that you were trying to confuse me, Donna. It's like a little kid would say, I'm trying to play a trick on you. It's fine. I literally let Grace because she's on the deck. Hang on a second. Grace. You want to tell me when you're coming in. You want to come in. She's just sitting there. Totally trusting that I am going to go get her. Marianne is the queen of props, isn't she, Debbie? You are so right. Okay, any questions about what we did today? Any questions about coming up? Any questions? Well, I do want to show you these gel pens though before we leave. I'm going to show you the page I'm working on. What did I do with it? You want a copy, Grace? See if I can squeeze my body in. Stay here. Okay. So, no, don't put your paw on the table. This is the one I'm working on right now. And this is the butterfly. This is the sailboat one. But it does bleed through though, right? It does bleed through. And then this one I did the other day, this dragonfly guy. So this was pretty cool. But they definitely flow better than others. Um, really incredible. I'm gonna actually start working on this one. This is good. This one's pretty cool. What do you think about that one, Grace? That one's a good one, right? Grace is sitting on a chair next to me. All right, I'm gonna start out with, I love this color. This one is rosy. I kind of shake them a little bit, but really you don't even have to. And they work best if there is something underneath it. There's not very many of these left. Um, I think I only have 4 packs of these left, and then I have um I have more on the way. So I like to just kind of, I mean, the last dragonfly I did, um I didn't even do the same exact pattern on each side. I just simply, right, Grace? I just simply put just did whatever. I didn't really want to worry about like what I was doing, but maybe this one I will. I'll make sure that it's a mirrored image. No, I'm going to change my mind. I'm not even going to do that. I'm not even going to make it a mirrored image. But they flow, they don't get stuck, they don't get clogged. Um, as long as you don't press down too hard, and they're perfect, like you're doing the dragonfly now. Yeah, it's a cool packet, isn't it? Um, the other thing is that if as long as they're good for tiny, tiny spaces, like this dragonfly, right? What do you think about it, Grace? Adjust my camera a little bit. All right, so let's see. I mean, that could be all the pink. I'm spinning around a lot, right? Spinning, 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 huh, Gracie? Grace is sitting next to me on a chair. She was resting her head on my hand. All right, so I'm just kind of keeping with this little pattern right here, but I just wanted to kind of demonstrate these pens because I did a little bit in a video that I had posted, but not hadn't done anything live. So I wanted to just kind of see what was going on. I mean, if you bought these pens from my Etsy shop and you love them and you wouldn't mind going over and leaving a review, um, I would really appreciate it. I know Cindy left a review. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Boy, I'll tell you, it is so hard to get this star seller badge on my Etsy shop. I mean, every time I turn around, I'm not getting it because you have to have like they score it through shipping, response time. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Somebody left me a 1-star review on something because they didn't like, oh my goodness, I forgot what they didn't like. Whatever they didn't like had nothing to do, like they shouldn't have left it for that reason. Oh no, because she had trouble downloading it. So she left me a 1-star review. I'm like, what the heck? It dropped the rating completely down. Maybe he says, I got the gel pens and I can't, can I get the packet somehow? Oh, I should get the, I should add the packet separate to my, I can add it. I'll add a link for it for you, Amy. This is a cool packet, and I'm going to have another packet like this too. Um, it'll be like, minus the gel pens. And they've been shipping pretty quickly, so I was impressed by that part of it. USPS has been really I got the gel pens. I want to get the gel pens packet. Oh, Lynn says the helicopters are flying over my house now. Did I miss an aftershock? Lynn, why are they flying over your house? Is that what happens every time? Donna says I have a lot of gel pens, so I think I'll wait and see if you come out with the 24 pack. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go. Definitely working on that part of it. I don't know, Lynn. I mean, do you think there was an aftershock? They said that there could be aftershocks for a whole week. Did you see that? That's crazy. There were no helicopters flying around here when it happened. It's the bam. Oh, they're looking for damage. Was there damage though? All right, I'm going to add something to my Etsy shop for the packet. I better write that down too. There were two aftershocks, 6 o'clock, and then what else? Do you want them to be, do we want the packet to be a PDF or a um printed on hard printed pages? Maybe they're looking for damage from yesterday. And when an earthquake happens, does something that's flying in the sky feel anything? Did you ever wonder that? I have. A lot of spinning around with this page, I'll tell you. But I love the yellow, the sunny color. My other favorite color on this packet is lime. That's my other favorite. I would love to buy your Etsy books printed by you. I can always do a printed copy of a book printed by me. But I mean, I could do them on cardstock paper, and I could just if you see a book in my Etsy shop that you want to buy, just let me know because I'm not going to add all the listings. You think they'll see the Earth move? I don't know about that. Really? Maybe. This is kind of like that question that if you're driving 55 miles, well, you're driving down the highway. I don't use for big spaces, just to tiny spaces. Yes, I agree with you, Marianne. Like I would never cover what color like this area here with this. Is this Lynn? Is this kind of like if a car is driving 50 miles an hour and there's a fly flying in the car? Is the fly flying at 50 miles an hour? Does your head hurt yet? I know that is a song. I'm hearing it in my head, Pam. Are you hearing it in your head? Yeah. So let me know which one you want, Debbie, or anybody else, if you wanted something printed on cardstock paper. And then I don't know the price off the top of my head right now because I have to figure it out. And then it would be obviously a higher price because it's printed, right? And then I can just give you a price for it and give you a link to order it. Does that make sense? Right? I would love to do a book like it's a specific book with cardstock paper or better quality paper and a different type of coloring supply. So what I'm working on right now are getting some colored pencils that I can sell, and that one will probably have a special paper with the book. All right, this one's Aqua. I love this one too. Did you finish it, Cindy? That's not that far behind. Maybe should we, can I do a PDF of that book? What do you think? Pam, right now it has it as the pens and the pages in um hard copy, like hard copy pages sent to you. So I'll leave that the way it is, and then I'll leave the pens. I'll add, and then there's the pens listed, and then I'll add the what do you call it? PDF of this book. But I am going to have some more pages similar to this. Oh, and the other thing that I forgot to tell you, which I should have started out with, is that my new book, Big Variety Coloring Book, Volume 6, just came out. I could, you know what I'll do? Why don't I just list the pages as both a PDF option and um a printed option. Doesn't that make more sense? Right? I'm obviously not going to finish this. This takes me a long time. Let me tell you, these very intricate pages. All right, so that's a cool color, but let's experience all the colors. This is orange, my friend Orange. And this one is very cool. This is a cool color. Again, better for small spaces, like Marianne was saying, not really good for a very large space. Um, oh, volume 6 is coming tomorrow. Good, cool, Marianne. Yeah, volume 6 is never before seen piece, never before original, never before seen pages is in volume 6. The other one, the other color that I like them all. This one's plum. How can I say I don't like one color and I like the other? Right? Oh, I'll show you really one of them that one of the colors that really surprised me. All right, so this is plum. I'll add a little plum on this side too. Is this color right here? It's called goldenrod. Love this color. It reminds me of a brown, but not so much. What do you think of this color, Cindy? Pretty fancy, isn't it? And when it's next to that blue, it really pops. What do you think of this one, Marianne? This goldenrod color. I mean, it actually surprised me. You were the very first one to buy that book, Pam. I need to order a copy for myself. I'm always behind on my own copies. So that's goldenrod. And then crimson. Crimson is more of a reddish, a brickish red. But again, another one that surprised me. Now, the other part about these pens I love is that put them next to each other. Like if this was next to a yellow, let's find yellow right here, then it's going to look a little bit different versus it being next to like a black or a blue, which I guess is just the basis of what happens to all colors, right? That'll look at the difference when I pop it into this section here, and how it changes. I thought it would be too, but I like it. I like it the way it is. This one, evergreen. Really, really like this one. This is a pack of pens that I could say I never met a pen I didn't like. Can't say that about people, right? No, isn't that awful? Never met a pen I didn't like. All right, so I don't want to go in too tiny and too big of a space with these though, kind of color these little sections in here. That's the evergreen. Someone who, oh, I'm reading Dawn's thing. Someone who knows is Dawn, by the way. I was going to color while watching, but I have this big white furry thing sitting on my lap. Grace is actually sitting on a chair laying down on the chair next to me. I don't know if you can see me petting her hand, like in the corner here. I have my hand here. She's got her head on my lap and she's falling asleep. This one is Sapphire. I'll put a little Sapphire right here. The closest I'm ever going to get to Sapphire, let me tell you. What's the matter, Grace? You falling, honey? It's okay. Stay here. There's a good spot to put your head. Why not? Yeah, the volume 6 book is totally different. Um, and that volume 6 book is an AI created book. It's a completely different way to create it. Um, it's happening. Plus, I did some pages in that book that are more like, did you see Grace? I did some pages in that book that were more like those bold and easy coloring books, those bold and easy books. What do you think about those bold and easy books? I was gonna do one, but it just seems like everybody's doing them. All right, I'm just gonna finish this off with this line right here. And then we'll sign off and we'll meet back again next Saturday for another live color along where we work on Madonna. And just want to thank, I know, she said I missed the spot, right? She did have her head on my lap. Now she got off the chair and she headed to her crate and said, I'm out of here. This color alone. Thank you, Mamie. She is very beautiful. She's so pretty. She's got a very, very pretty colors. Very gentle, 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 smart, sweet little dog. All right, so we are going to meet back up again on the 13th, which is next Saturday, 10 a.m. We'll be back here right on YouTube. Thank you so much for sticking with me over the break and coming back and joining right back in like we never even missed a beat. And I will see everyone back again next Saturday. Hope you have a great weekend and enjoy the solar eclipse. I will talk to everybody soon. Thanks so much, everybody.